I want to first of all congratulate Michigan and wish them the best of luck tomorrow. Obviously a hard-fought game and somebody had to lose. Secondly, extremely proud of our players and the resiliency they've showed this whole year, in particular the last couple of weeks. But this resiliency wasn't something that started at Northern Michigan or at Ferris State. It started in the first half of the year that was very, very difficult for us, and we got through it together. And we're going to be back here in this situation, and when we're back, we'll be more ready for it. And like I started saying, I couldn't be more proud to be associated with these young guys right now.
Andrew, facing that many shots tonight, can you just tell us how exhausting is that, or are you just in the zone at that point?
I think it's more so you're just in the zone. I mean, the way I play, I try and just take it one shot at a time, and you don't really pay attention to how many shots you have, and you're just more so worrying about making that next save for your team. So, I mean, obviously there's a physical aspect to that, but overall, I mean, it's more so just trying to worry about each shot as it comes, and obviously when you stay in the moment like that, you're less likely to get tired and feel exhausted.
Mark, when you guys were playing well, what were you doing to get the lead, and what did you like about the way you guys were playing?
Well, we were just getting to our game plan. You know, we want to turn the D around and have an offensive zone game and get the cycle going, and we were able to capitalize on a few chances and get the lead early, but unfortunately we couldn't hang on.
Did you feel like Michigan's first goal was kind of the key goal, if you could have taken the 2-0 lead into the third period?
Well, like guys were saying in the locker room, I think going into the game we would have taken a one-goal lead going into the third. So, I mean, maybe it was a little bit of a momentum swing, but I don't think it really carried over that much to the third period. We knew we had the game in hand, and we just made one too many mistakes, I think.
And then how do you guys come back tomorrow after a game like this?
That'll be tough because it burns right now, definitely. But, I mean, we're a hard-working team, and I don't think we know anything else other than to just show up and play. So, you know, we're definitely going to give our best effort tomorrow.
Andrew, can you walk us through that first goal, the funny bounce? Did you think it was going to deflect?
To be honest, I didn't really see the initial shot. I mean, there was traffic in front, and it went from the right defenseman to the left, and then at that point I kind of lost sight of it, and I was trying to see over the two people in front of me, and when I caught wind of it, I think it was just bouncing, and I couldn't get down quick enough to make a save there.
Andrew, can you reflect on the growth Coach talked about, the team, you know, really getting it together in the second half of the year, and what that means for this team going forward in this program?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously looking forward to next year. We're not losing too many people, and moving forward, we're going to have the same core group for next season, and we just need to keep what we started here in the second half going forward. And you know, overall, I'm really proud of the way everyone competed. And we played 6 games before this in 2 weekends, and there was not one person that gave up tonight. When, you know, we're not expected to be here, but everyone wanted it, and everyone was committed to playing their heart out tonight, and I thought we did.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Coach, will you talk a little bit about the swing of emotions, especially on that first goal at the end of the second?
Yeah, I think I thought we had dodged a few turnovers or whatever bad plays to that point, and the last TV timeout, whatever time it was, we were just stressing, we have to take better care of the puck. And, you know, once again, we weren't able to do that. We had the puck right on our stick, a couple feet inside our blue line. And, you know, those plays are very difficult to come back from. But it's not that one play. I mean, we had an opportunity to make it 3-1, and I'm not even sure what happened. Williamson had a chance, and then I know Sean made a big save on the flurry. But, you know, when we look back, it just wasn't it wasn't meant to be tonight. It wasn't our time tonight. I mean, the last Sunday night against Ferris, the bounce, I mean, how come this happened? How come that happened? I mean, I look at that play as one of the plays that obviously hurt us. Is that the reason we lost? No.
Playing in the third place game, I mean, can you guys use that as an opportunity to build for next year and maybe?
We've taken a small picture approach for the whole season. In my estimation, the big picture looks not very good at times this season. So we've thought about small picture, which means tomorrow is another opportunity for our team to play together and have some fun and take a step forward as a program. Not for next year, for right now. That's going to be difficult for these young guys to wrap their arms around. As much as I want to say they believe in what we're talking about in that small picture approach, it's going to be very difficult to wrap their arms around that for tomorrow's game. But we're going to have to. And as Mark said, I don't know if we know anything else other than to come and show up. I think the way the first game went tonight, I think Miami could be a little bit upset. And we might be the brunt of that early because we're a tired bunch, but we're going to show up at 3:30 and we're going to fight as hard as we can.
Chris, will you talk a little bit about the first overtime? I mean, that was after a tight 3 periods, it became the Wild West.
Yeah, I agree. And I didn't think it was an awful period from our perspective. I thought it was okay. But that's not the team we want to get in the shootout in the Wild West, as you say. We don't want to be in that. But we... It seemed at times we weren't really listening to that. We wanted to get in that back and forth type thing. And at that point, we all saw the puck was bouncing. Everybody was tired. We just kept stressing, let's keep going north. Let's keep playing through bodies. Let's keep continuing good stick positioning and so on. And every time we have a chance, let's put a puck towards the net. And, I mean, a couple of those pucks could have bounced our way, too. But it just, again, tonight wasn't our time. And, you know, I thought it was, you know, we generated 11 shots in that period, which was our best for the game in terms of periods. So, you know, I didn't think it was a bad period, but again, it wasn't the type of period, the back and forth style we wanted to get into.
Would you just talk a little bit about the game-winning goal by Michigan, what you saw on that play?
Well, unfortunately, I saw another pretty good turnover, which happened again, couple 3 feet inside our blue line. And from a coaching perspective, all you can do is talk about it. And I think the more times these young guys are in those situations that they're going to execute. And we just weren't able to execute. I mean, it was all 3 goals are direct results of turnovers, and the double overtime goal was a result of that. And when you've got someone like A.J. Treyas on the ice, he's not the guy you want to turn the puck over to, and obviously he made a big-time play, and I think Moffat got credit for the goal, but just not the type of execution we wanted to have at that time. And again, you know, we're gonna believe in the fact that next time we're in that position, we're gonna execute better.
Coach, can you comment on Andrew Hammond, what he meant tonight, and his performance all year long?
Obviously, a pretty special young man. I mean, you heard him talk, and this is, you know, 20 minutes after they just went through what they went through, and he's very articulate and well thought out. Andrew has obviously played every game for us this year. He's a very special kid. I think, like everybody else in this program, he's learning how to win at this level and what expectations mean, and every day come to the rink with a purpose and a mindset. And I think his game has progressed as the season's gone on. And the last in the playoff run we've had here, obviously, he's been pretty special. So I'm very proud of Andrew, but no, not more so than anybody else on our team. I think Andrew is an example of what this program has been through. Okay at times in the first half, and then culminating in some pretty good play over the last 3 weeks in particular. Thanks very much.